welcome back to 52 Weeks of Vlogging. It's Friday, August 16th, and you know what Friday means? Time for another book review. Once again, I am going on a blind date with a book, because that's the kind of sad I am. Also, I'm married, so a blind date of any other kind would be a little bit awkward. For those of you who are new, here's how this thing works. I don't know what's in here. I got it from the library all wrapped up. I open it, I show you what it is, I read a few chapters and give you my reaction, I read a few more and tell you what I think, I finish the book, I give you my final opinion, and voila! Either we've read something amazing, in which case you should all go out immediately and find it, or we've read something not quite so amazing, in which case you should probably still go out immediately and find it, because different people like different things. Okay, so let's open this baby up. Destroy All Cars by Blake Nelson. I've actually heard really good things about this book. Here's the blurb. Okay, I can't read you the blurb. There's a library sticker in the way. Okay, I'll read you what I can. James something likes to rail against America's consumerist culture. He also likes to rail against his ex-girlfriend, Sadie, who he feels isn't doing enough to change the world. She wants to build bike paths. He wants to overthrow oil companies. But just like James can't avoid buying things, he also can't avoid Sadie for long. They're in for another crash. And whether you see them coming or not, crashes always hurt. From acclaimed author Blake Nelson, this is a fantastic, funny, sexy, cool masterpiece. There's a whole bunch of good stuff from people like LA Times and Publishers Weekly. Cool. Okay, let me dig in and I'll tell you what I think. Also, I have errands to run today, so I'm gonna be videoing from everywhere. Okay, I've read 2 pages and I love this book already. Listen to this. I am so sick of cars. I am sick of cars idling in my school parking lot. I am sick of the endless river of them that forms every morning on the main road by my house. I am sick of sitting on the bus and watching them packed all around me, 90% of them containing a single individual. I am sick of that one woman sitting there in her cocoon of false safety with her Poland Spring water and her Healthy Choice granola bar, polluting the world outside while inside in her air-conditioned insulation pod, she deludes herself into thinking that drinking fake mineral water and eating fake candy bars is going to purify her body. I reject that person. I reject the falsity of this belief system. Yes! 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 I love this book! If I were an agent, I would pee my pants to represent a book like this. If I were an editor, I would pee my pants and eat horse crap for the privilege of working on a book like this. This is the book that speaks to me and to my heart. And if you don't agree with that kind of thing, well then, I guess it's not for you. But I love it, so I'm gonna keep reading. Okay, I finished part 1. I am on the bus, which is like a commuter style type bus. Anyway, it's loud, so I'm gonna make this very short because everybody around me doesn't want to hear me shouting at my camera. A few things you need to know about this book. Number 1, it's written like a journal, which I love. It's a really good style, especially for teenagerdom. Although not many teenage boys keep journals, so that's one interesting thing. But at the same time, it's really working, so I don't even care that most teenage boys don't keep journals. Secondly, it's fantastic. It's a really heartfelt, it comes across as directly what he's thinking and what he's feeling. It's very emotionally charged, and I love that about this book. I really feel where this kid's coming from. Right now at the end of part 1, we've got a sense of who he is and what he's about and what he wants to accomplish, but I have no idea how he's going to accomplish it, and I'm kind of worried for him, so I'm going to keep reading. Okay, I've finished part 2 and relationships are starting to come into play, and that's interesting. I have a feeling that this is going to be the kind of book where the relationship developing or not, or whatever happens with the relationships, kind of parallels the growth of the kid in other areas. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that happens, if that's what happens. I'm liking it so far. Okay, I finished part 4 and now I'm starting to feel really anxious for this kid. I think it's because I really liked him at the beginning. He was fiery and he knew what he believed and he wasn't afraid to say so. And it feels like he's losing that a little bit. Like he's, I don't know, becoming more tame and more normal and more part of the status quo. And I don't like that. I am worried. This is a fantastic book. Here's the thing, there are moments where it seems like James is becoming more normal and less radical. Particularly the introduction of the extremely radical character midway through the book shows James up to be the mostly normal guy that he is. But at the same time, at the end of the book, James still believes what he believed at the beginning and wants what he wanted at the beginning and has a more concrete, solid plan for how he might actually go about achieving it, which is pretty amazing. Publishers Weekly described this book as bittersweet, and I agree with that. James is growing up, and in one sense I'm proud of him, but it also kind of breaks my heart. This is a treat and a treasure and something that everybody should read, and you must get it. Destroy All Cars by Blake Nelson. Find it at your local bookstore or online or at the library. I think James would approve of that last option. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.